recognize people?
I couldn't see very well, and I'm like, geez, I could be in one of these pictures.
Time I went down.
Oh my God, look at the
There's another place that...
Man, Pepe's at San Ramillos?
No.
Pepe's, that's what we
Yeah,
had
but what was the other
pizza.
place that was the competition?
Pepe's, and I forget the other
There's another place too.
Pepe's is the one that we
Oh, it's going down, guys. Don't miss it.
Oh, shoot, we're talking.
Yep, here's the sunset.
Did she calling you or did I press that by accident?
Oh, Caroline, watch the sunset.
Wow, just beautiful. Well, Frank, good end of the summer for you.
Yep, thanks, man.
Welcome. Beautiful. I knew it would be. We're gonna get some colors. We might get some purples.
We're getting colors right now.
Yep. Start.
Just, you know. Hey, look at the stratosphere. Wow.
Another summer come and gone.
It happens.
No, you didn't do that, Caroline.
Good,
Be
thank
hot
God.
water
I'm like, oh my God,
So-
I'm butt dialing
So look
Pam.
at those. You could recognize. I mean, we could be in those pictures.
I know, we
It's
could, but
1974.
It's going down.
Almost gone.
There it
Take
is.
some pictures, please, Joe.
We'll get the colors. I'll go back down towards Totem, and by then there should be some colors.
honestly,
Wow, that went down quick, huh?
Got a profile of Frank's face.
It's beautiful. It's unbelievable.
Hi, my name's John, and there's going to be a new YouTube channel. It's going to be called Frankly Speaking with your host, Frank.
We're trying to figure out what it's about.
So, good luck.
Hi, this is Frankly Speaking, and I'm Frank. You're about to embark on a journey that's going to blow your mind. Alright, so we'll see what happens. Just prepping for Sunday Fun Day tomorrow. Haven't really gathered wood in a while. Been pretty much set. But as you can see, I got a truckload. We'll deal with that maybe tomorrow. Well, good morning. It's Sunday, episode 1. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of food, little fixing stuff, and maybe some fun. I'm going to show you how to do split pea soup, beef stew, on the fly, but all natural. And maybe perhaps split some wood, got a little paint job going as well. There's Bear out for his morning walk. The garden is all done for the year. Did a good job for me. Pretty good great harvest. Good crops of tomato, peppers, some other stuff not so good, but that's life. In any event, it's early. I'm gonna go prep up and get ready. Be back. All right, so this is just like a random video, and maybe not necessarily part of the episode. As you can see, I have no clue whatsoever how to position my phone or anything like that in my truck while I drive, and I don't want to be a complete jackass and kill people while driving with the phone on. So anybody has any suggestions, technology wise, or apps or anything like that where I can videotape myself in the car while moving without hurting anybody or harming anyone, that would be great. All right, thanks. Okay, so I'm gonna get ready to prep to cook. I just want to give a big shout out to my friends at Market Basket in Lynn, New Market Basket. I'm not a big fan of food shopping or supermarkets, but good quality stuff, great price, and I think it seems like the Market Basket guys are good to work for. So we're gonna get going now. All right, so we're back and ready to roll here. We're gonna do 2 dishes today for Sunday Fun Day. I got my assistant here, Bear, who hopefully still behaves himself and doesn't do any counter diving, right, buddy? So I'm just gonna show you real quick what you need. Use what you got first of all right? So it's a little disorganized. I'm not gonna show you peeling, and you guys know how to do that. For the split pea soup, I got my 2 bags of split peas. They've been soaking overnight in fresh water. You've got your onion, some carrots. I went with Red Bliss. The big decision is, Red Bliss versus yellow or whatever floats your boat. The other decision, do you want to peel them or not? I say just chunk them up. Kind of going off script with the split pea soup, should be fine. I do not have a ham bone, but I did get some high quality ham from New England Meat Market in Peabody. Awesome. And for the beef stew, same stuff, except you add some mushroom and high quality, 2 pounds right there, some lean stewed beef. All right, we're gonna get going. Everybody got that? Your peas, 2 bags, soak them overnight. Onion, carrot, potato, ham. Beef stew, beef, same thing, except celery and mushrooms included. Oh yeah, and your typical spices. Gonna use some marjoram in the split pea soup, otherwise it's gonna be salt and pepper. And then I'm gonna use, again, a big shout out to New England Meat Market. Their all-purpose Greek seasoning, love it.
Go.
All right, so we're gonna start with the split pea soup. Again, just kind of going with what I got. I got the boiling water, throw in your onion. Now I cut corners a little bit, but I don't care. Got the high quality ham. I already diced it up. You should probably, if you're gonna do it the traditional way, which this is, it's my way. It's the traditional Frank way. Whatever way I fucking feel like, pardon my language. You would put the ham bone in, let this simmer for about 15-20 minutes, maybe even longer, and let the ham bone fall off. All right? Thanks. Okay, so while the split pea soup is simmering, I'm starting the beef stew. I'm using my Dutch oven, and I'm gonna actually prep this up stovetop, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven low and slow once I get all the ingredients in at 250. So I just kind of started to get the onions going. I'm gonna take those out temporarily and put the beef in real quick, brown that up. And what I did before I took a pause with you guys is took the beef, let it get to room temperature, seasoned it up, and then coated it with some flour. My camera woman and best friend Cheryl has some stuff with gluten, so I used, today I'm using soy flour. It works, don't worry about it. So now what you want to do is just brown this stuff up, let that oniony flavor get in there, let the juices flow a little bit. Got it on about medium-high heat. I'm gonna cut that up. Let's take a look over here at the split pea. That's kind of broiling a little bit. Not broiling, but broiling pretty nice. What I'm gonna do is I'm eventually gonna strain this broth out keep some of it in reserve, and then use my split pea soup mix here, or mixture for soaking as part of the brine as well. All right, we'll be back in a minute. All right, so this is browned up nice. I wish you could smell this. It smells outstanding. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it down a tad, down to about 4. Get those onions back in there. Some of that delicious flavor and oil. Stay relaxed. All right. Definitely need people to tell me about how I can cook and tape at the same time without holding my phone. And now we've already got the flour naturally in there. Everything's getting involved naturally with the meat. We're going to do a little broth. I didn't have any beef stock or whatever, so for all you purists out there, go pound sand. I'm just using what I got, man. Some chicken broth, and I'm going to bring that to a boil, and then let it simmer before I put the vegetables in there. Over here, we're rocking. We're rocking. I'm going to let that simmer up a little bit more. I'll be right back. Okay, we're doing pretty good here. Beef stew. That is definitely simmering nicely, and you can see the consistency is kicked in. I might even add some more stock in a minute, but let's do a couple of things first. We're going to add our carrots, celery, some of our salt and pepper, sorry, I need a camera person. Put the lid back on that puppy for a few minutes. You know, I was thinking about this. I've never done this before. Try just a dash of a little gravy master. See what happens. Just a touch. You might want to throw in some Lee and Perrins, Worcestershire sauce, something like that. Maybe even whatever. I don't know. It's up to you. I like gravy. It's not going to be gravy. It's just going to give it a little oomph. Hopefully. Never did it before. Okay, so I'm going to let that simmer up for about maybe 5-10 minutes. Throw in the rest of the stuff, and then I'm going to pop it in the oven. Okay, so while the beef stew is simmering before it goes in the oven, we add some more stuff. Time to get the split pea stuff in there. What I did was I strained out the onion and ham temporarily, and underneath reserved some of the stock that we created. Now what I'm going to do is, hopefully without spilling it all over the place, I'm going to put these puppies in here. Okay, so we're going to let that come to a boil. I will add some more of that stock as we go, and we're going to let that boil and then simmer up. Over here, I think it's time to finish up the beef stew. Almost. Very nice consistency. Get it on low heat here for simmering temporarily. Add some potato. I went ahead and kept skin on, reserve some of that. I don't want to blow people away with potatoes, but then again, we can never have enough meat and potato. But we'll grab a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, that's good. And then the last phase before putting it in the oven will be to put the mushrooms in. I'm going to let these rest on that for about 5 minutes. Put the lid back on this. Bring it to a boil. Kick it down to a simmer for about however long it takes for that stuff to start to get split pea-ish. So one thing we do here at Sunday Fun Day, or any days, we watch The Nomadic Fanatic. We're big fans. Hopefully maybe he can tune into my channel. Who knows? But in any event, alright, this is next. This is the last and final phase, but the longest phase for the beef stew if cooked properly. And I may need the lovely Cheryl to come over here and hold the camera while I use 2 hands to put this in the oven. I actually decided to turn it down to 220 because we're going to go low and slow. As you can see, I added the mushrooms and everything is just getting involved in there. Now, ideally, I'd cook this and let it sit in the fridge overnight. And you need to hold the... Thanks, Cheryl. And then from there, let it just really get involved. So we're just going to stick this in the oven. That's on my to-do list today under fixing stuff. I'm going to clean the oven after. We're going to plop that right in there. It's got the racks down so it's a little bit below center. 220. Alright. Alright. So we've got the beef stew. That's going to be in there for however long it takes, baby. A couple hours, 3 hours, I'm not sure. So come on over here and take a look at this. We've got, I love it, it's the split pea mountain. It's the foam coming off. Hasn't even really come to a boil yet to simmer, but it's getting there. This stuff has been soaking overnight. What I'm gonna do right now is take some of that brine I told you about, and I strained off the ham and the onion. I'm gonna pop it right in there. Oh. Nobody told me to do that either. I just made that up. Maybe that's actually the way you're supposed to do it, but we are going to let this get going. I'm going to stick the marjoram, salt, pepper. I'm going to do it right now. All right? I'm going to do it right now because I really want that stuff to lock in flavor-wise. We've got right now the flavor of the ham, the onion. We've got the peas going. We've got the marjoram. We've got the pepper. We've got the salt. All that's next is for this stuff to get soft and ready to roll. Thank you. All right, so we're in a good space now with the pea stock, split pea stock. And I'm going to now take the ham, onion, and carrots. The carrots weren't strained, they got to cook. But I'm going to take these now and I'm going to add them. Like so. Good. All right. And then we will let that get going. We do some dishes, clean up. Cheryl was upset that the stove wasn't cleaned off pristinely. Sorry, everybody out there. It's clean, just gotta get the aesthetics down a little bit. So now I'm gonna put the cover back on this bad boy, let it simmer for about 15 minutes, bring the heat down a little bit, gradually add potato, and I'm just gonna let that sit on very low and give you the update when it's ready. All right, so while everything up there starts to simmer and get ready, just in terms of the shifting from the food part of today, we're gonna look at the fixing stuff part. Doing a renovation downstairs, basement, just had it all gutted, fresh sheetrock, blue board ceilings. We had these stupid suspended ceilings. Long story short, gaining a lot more storage, functionality, and yeah, so that's the deal there. So far, I primed everything, did the ceilings. Hopefully I don't see too many holidays. And I'll either split wood today or hop right in here and, you know, get the walls done. We'll see what happens. So while the food is cooking back at home, Sunday fun day, just to cruise through West Peabody, picking up my main man Mike. Getting ready to see the Patriots absolutely annihilate another NFL team today. Should be good. Got a couple of other errands to take care of. Should be rocking. Maybe split wood. We might paint. I'm not sure. Whatever we want to do. Later. Okay. So split pea soup and beef stew came out unbelievable, and we're almost getting there with the room. But just gotta cut in, did about 3 coats of Bear Marquee Maui Mist. And in order to make that top look like a piece of furniture, just did some kills and sanded it down, then wiped it down, gave it a coat, gave it a good sand down with some putty, actually with some caulking, and then another coat, sanding, and then 2 more coats. And got a cut in there, but came out good. I think I'm going to polyurethane the 6-panel doors. It won't match the garage, but that's the way it goes. All right, guys, so thanks for watching the first episode of Frankly Speaking. Sorry I didn't get to show you the actual how-to in terms of the painting, but I just have to figure out the actual technological pieces of videotaping stuff. You got to see the cooking aspects of the beef stew and the split pea soup. I'll post the actual recipe and cooking instructions, but again, you can do it the way that feels good for you. You know, you have to maybe adjust. You have to stay true to the basics of that particular dish, but always remember that, okay? That's what makes it great, like Geddy Lee or Paul McCartney. You push the envelope, but it comes right back. And that's what this is all about. So next few episodes, so hopefully we'll show you a little bit of New Hampshire, maybe a little wood splitting, and who knows what else. Some food, some fixing stuff, and some fun. Peace out to all. Have a good night.